The biggest transaction in NFL history is officially underway. The Paul Allen estate revealing a record-setting $9.6 billion agreement to sell the Seattle Seahawks to a new ownership group. But who is really taking the lead? Fox 13's Lauren Donovan explains why the name-making headlines is only part of the story.
So who even is this guy, Vinod Khosla? We know everyone's looking him up online, Googling him. I did some digging and I was able to find old newspaper clippings that give us a better idea of this American Indian billionaire.
The only thing we really know about these owners right now is their name, how much they bought it for, and where they're from. That's part of so much of the unknown here.
Described as a contrarian and never one to back away from a controversy, the 71-year-old is reported to dream of an AI-powered utopian future, arguing big data could replace some doctors. The Silicon Valley venture capitalist also made headlines for fighting public beach access in California while investing heavily in clean energy startups.
But we do know the controlling owner is not Vinod Khosla that everybody is talking about. It's actually his wife, Niru. That's another twist to this.
After giving his 2 cents on the airwaves, Greg Bell explained to me it was in fact the family who bought the Seahawks for $9.6 billion. And at the helm will be his wife.
So she's going to actually be the principal owner in the sense that have the most shares. She's never owned a professional sports franchise. As I understand it, her husband and her son were the two investors in the 3.1% of the 49ers that they bought in the spring of 2025. As we look back at it now, that looked like a transaction, not so much because they were huge 49er fans, wanting to own a team they grew up watching, but because they were trying to grease the skids to get into the system, to know the NFL buying process.
The Seahawks writer for the News Tribune tells me buying an NFL team takes more than money. The league vets every owner. And he believes in the long run, this could be about setting the stage for their only son, Neil.
He grew up loving the 49ers. He and his dad got season tickets when he was 5 years old. They've had season tickets for the better part of a quarter century now. I think he's going to end up proving to be more of a front man than maybe even a mom and dad are.
Reporting in Seattle, Lauren Donovan, Fox 13 News.
Nice gift from mom and dad. Joining us now is sports director Aaron Levine. What's your initial impression of these new owners?
Well, first, they might not be from Seattle, but there are a couple of parallels between the Allen family and this one. First, they both have tech backgrounds. They both prioritize philanthropy. And I want to direct you to their initial statement about buying the Seahawks. Vinod said, quote, "We are honored to be entrusted as the next stewards of the Seahawks. We look forward to earning the trust of the Seahawks organization and fans everywhere," end quote. I talked about it on Seattle Sports Live last night. The word trust was huge with the previous owners. Paul Allen trusted the football people like Mike Holmgren and Pete Carroll to get the job done. He earned the trust of the fans. The team was then placed into an actual trust the last 7.5 years. I'm just hoping the new owners approach it the same way. You have Super Bowl champions, defending ones with people who know what they are doing, and they are also, as they said in that quote, stewards of this community.
Yeah, so I got to ask this, though. As Lauren mentioned, that family, they're the minority owners of the 49ers,
yeah.
And meaning owning the Seahawks. So what does that mean for us?
Well, I'm going to give you 9.6 billion reasons why they wouldn't want to purposely sabotage the Seahawks. They have money at stake here, and while they're longtime Niners fans and season ticket holders, they've only been minority owners since last year. Here's an example. I know some Husky alumni out there who pay tuition for their kids to go to Washington State, and if those kids also play sports, they all of a sudden become Cougar fans. It's because they have a new vested interest. I think that's the case here also. No worries at all about that.
Yeah, and finally, there was talk about a new owner wanting to build a new stadium. So what happens to Lumen Field?
For now, at least nothing. I mean, the lease at Lumen Field doesn't end until 2031, but I wouldn't rule it out completely. You're looking at a building that's close to 30 years old. There's also been talk about whether the Sounders will eventually want a soccer-specific stadium, but it is something to keep an eye on, not right away, but maybe something we'll start to hear rumblings about in just a few years.
All right, lots to talk about.
Yeah.
Big year ahead.
Either way, a new era for the Seahawks. We'll be right back.